Hi, I'm Brian Dagger of AV&C Sports Training, and welcome to the Keys to Learning movement, the essentials, getting started. You know, some decisions are pretty easy to make. Today I have an awesome day. Much rather be out here than sitting on a couch playing video games and watching television, because I want to get myself moving, get some exercise, train my brain, and I want to be good at stuff. And I'm going to show you how to get started. Well, I want to remind you that you have this ability to learn anything if you put your mind to it. Well, they say you can't always guarantee a victory. Well, I'm going to show you how to experience a win every day just by changing the way you think. So remember, your brain has this amazing ability to learn new stuff. You have to learn, practice, and give your brain time to learn a new movement. So remember, learn, practice, don't give up, and you'll get it too. You know, there's nothing wrong with sitting on a couch, nice cup of coffee, doing a puzzle, training your brain. But for me, I'd rather get myself a jump rope, a good pair of training shoes, some nice scenery, fresh air, and train my brain in a completely different way. Neuroscientists are telling us the more you practice, the stronger those neurons become, the more automatic they become, and the better you're going to be. When I was a kid, we used to play in parking lots, dirt fields, playgrounds that didn't matter. We were outside playing. Now, there's not a kid to be found. Well, I've been standing here long enough, and I know in order to be good at something, you can't do it standing still. So let's get started. Let's get moving. Well, the title, Get Moving, is exactly what this is all about. I want to get you up, get you out, and get you moving. Well, I've already mentioned that one of the benefits from the essentials is that it's pretty inexpensive to use. Well, I'm going to show you for a few pennies how you can improve your hand-eye coordination, peripheral vision, and your ability to focus and concentrate. And I'm going to show you why it's so important to train your brain early on, because you'll have the ability to take your focus from one object to another in a split second. Let's take a look. Balance is important in all sports, activities, and exercise. You know, it should be our primary focus when teaching kids. Well, I'm going to show you a great little drill you can use to get yourself started so that you become better balanced and you're in better control of your body. We're going to learn how to juggle. And you would wonder, well, why does juggling matter? Well, it's pretty important because neuroscientists are telling us now that juggling improves the white matter in our brain, which is essential to optimizing the performance because it kind of connects everything. Used all the time that a player has great rhythm and timing, that they somehow are able to get into a groove. Well, when I think of rhythm and timing, I think of a musician. You know, nowadays I see so many specialized training facilities being built, and they're really geared towards kids that are already coordinated and they're trying to raise their skill level, which is fine. but there's a whole group of children that are being left behind, and we want to level that playing field. So we're going to get started, and we're going to get moving. Hi, I'm Brian Dyker of ABNC Sports Training, and here's a tip from the Keys to Learning movement. It seems nowadays, in order to participate in a sport or an activity, you need to belong to a team or an organization. Well, for me as a kid, it was pretty simple. Just get myself a ball. And what I mean by that is that I got myself a rubber-coated ball, found a brick wall, put on my training shoes, and I would find ways to improve my footwork, my ability to move, my hand-eye coordination, and get some pretty good exercise as well. Now here's a bonus for you players that participate in a sport where throwing is part of the game and accuracy is essential. Go to a basketball court and you can use the backboard and try throwing the ball across the court, hitting the backboard and have it come back to you, and see how many times you can do this in a row. I'm Brian Dyker, and we'll see you next time with another tip from the Keys to Learning movement.
Now, for all of you athletes who are looking for that little extra edge, Brian Dyker's got a training tip for you. He suggests you roll your way past the competition.
Hi, I'm Brian Dyker of ABNC Sports Training, and welcome to the Sports Tip. It seems nowadays just about everyone owns a pair of inline skates. A baseball player must be able to field, throw, hit, and run. All which in one form or another requires agility, balance, coordination, hand-eye coordination, speed, quick reflexes, and the ability to react and respond in pressure situations. We hear the expression all the time that a player has great peripheral vision, that they somehow can see outside their immediate line of sight the whole field, court, or rink. Well, I'm going to show you there's a little more to it than just that. Now I'm going to use these 3 tennis balls to show you what I mean. Now we have 3 types of vision. One is where we actually look at the objects and follow them. Then we use our peripheral vision, where now I'm not looking at the objects, but I can see them outside my immediate line of sight. But now this third example is what I'm talking about, where these players seem to make a no-look pass. Well, what happens is they may see a player at point A, and they may turn around and look this way, and all of a sudden they make a pass over here. Well, what they've done is they've actually calculated where that player was and where they're going to end up, and that's by tracking that object. Let me show you what I mean by these 3 balls. I always love demonstrations that get kids excited about learning. You know, I like demonstrations that get kids excited about learning. Hi, I'm Brian Dyker of ABNC Sports Training. Here's another tip from the Keys to Learning movement. Here's the perfect example of when teaching and learning a new skill, that instead of working with the brain, you're actually working against it. We spend our entire lives training our brain to keep ourselves in balance, so that when we go out of balance, we quickly get right back up and back in balance. Well, I'm going to show you how to train your brain all over again to begin to cooperate when you put your body in a new position when you're learning a new skill.